So Blizzard just now released a huge mid-season Diablo 4 patch, and well, a lot of people are saying that is pretty good, that is pretty decent. I am personally of the opinion that it is absolutely horrible. Now, I have been leveling my Alt Druid for a while now, so I didn't notice it instantaneously, but then, one day later, I decided, hey, you know what, I want to play on my Necromancer. And I log on my Necromancer, and I have minions, I'm using Shadow Blight, and all of that good stuff. Suddenly, my near immortal Necromancer without a single shred of actual items that give defense is like made of paper. I am not kidding you. Almost, I feel like I'm made of paper. Anything that leaps on me just one taps me, okay? And my summons, don't get me even started what Blizzard has done with now my summons. They're even more made of paper. They're not even made of paper. They're made of paper mash, okay? They're made of dust. Anything, literally anything now, just one-shots them. And I have actually invested quite a bit of my Patagon in making them one-shottable. I don't know. I am not a fan of this because of these changes. Honestly, I don't want to play. I don't want to even touch my Necromancer any longer.
Hi, Caesarian here with another video, and today we're going to talk about the new patch for Diablo 4, which is
Oh boy.
actually quite sizable and had a lot of things that I actually wasn't expecting in a patch this early, because they talked about how a lot of things weren't possible until Season 1 or 2. So let's go over it and see what they did.
Okay.
So as far as bug fixes, a very important one where there was a line of pixels on the top right of the chat that while hovering over it with your mouse would open the chat. This actually led to a lot of people dying. I think we saw 2 or 3 different...
Oh, I know this one. This is so stupid. I thought I'm just an idiot who clicks on the chat. I did not know that this is a bug.
deaths on hardcore just to opening chat like that.
Yeah.
And that's been fixed. So that's
wow.
good.
I can't heal.
And the party frames HP bug is fixed,
Nice.
so you will no longer constantly see your party members going to 0 health. Druid loot seems to have been improved. You will no longer drop barbarian uniques, so obviously it's going to be easier to drop.
Haven't seen barbarian stuff through.
That's like the most important bug fixes, but there are a lot of other things too, and especially pertaining to Nightmare Dungeons. They're getting a big XP boost, especially on completion and the monsters itself, so just overall more better. That's what
Can corroborate that easily. Very good experience. Finally, the dungeons seem actually worth it. And I honestly do think it would be good, like in Diablo 2, that you can literally get 1 to 85 in 2 hours if you're good enough and you have a good enough party. You know, that's how it, obviously, you know, with boosts and whatnot. You could do that in 2 hours. I think that Diablo 4 would be nice if also you could get like level 85-ish, and then it becomes complicated to level up, because that's the last push, you know? I would be very fine with things like that happening.
we like to see. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know how much better it is, but I have watched other people do it, and it does look substantial. You are actually seeing a large, like, the XP is going up. And you can already teleport to dungeons, like the Nightmare Dungeons. So this is great. Helltide rewards got a big buff as well. The chests themselves have a significant...
He's using the thing that uses the opposite element. Like, you're using Storm, you cast Earth, you're using Earth, you cast Storm. He's using that endgame thing.
boss. The roaming bosses are apparently more consistent with how they patrol, and they get better loot. So I'm going to test that out, and we'll make a big update video on how that feels. And the Whisper tests got a big buff as well. For balance changes, we have Fury gains basic ability buffs across the table. That should make early game Barb feel better in general, for Fury management not to be shit.
Okay.
There's buff to multiple skills and the passive tree nodes. Iron Skin got buffed. A couple of the ultimates got buffed. And there's aspect buffs to Dust Devils and Earthquake to open up more builds. They do still rely on shouts for everything, but that's like a very fundamental change that would need to happen, right? For Druid, Spirit Generation...
I think it's a little bit lame how they did in Barbarians, with the fact that, yeah, you must have shouts. There's literally no other way to play this class. Kinda lame a little bit. Even a Necromancer has a choice between going 4 minions and no minions. But a Barbarian literally has no other choice than go shout.
on basic abilities is buffed, just like Barb, and buffs to skills like Poison, Werewolf, and Wolf Summons as well. They're buffing like Poison and some attack speed stuff. So, Overall buffs, overall more better. Now, this is really good because I don't know about you guys, but I wasn't expecting that many sweeping changes or that many changes early after the fact that they were like, yeah, guys, season 1 is pretty much done. We don't really want to rock the boat. We don't.
I was thankfully expecting these changes. I hope that they're gonna do it, because this is one good thing that Blizzard actually does for a change, you know? Blizzard have been classically absolutely atrocious in balancing things, and I'm afraid that we are already seeing their balance ineptitude show in Diablo 4, because they're essentially balancing Diablo 4 in the way that they are balancing World of Warcraft, which is a highly contested debate topic because, well, people hate it how they do it, okay? If you're not accustomed to it, this is essentially a big problem that happens in World of Warcraft. Blizzard released something, it's completely busted, the new spec, the new skills, the new items, it's completely off the charts overpowered. Blizzard does not hotfix it, they wait a month to hotfix it. By that time, everyone now knows about it. For example, that a hunter has some kind of OP ability combos or item combos that everyone wants to abuse. Now every hunter is pretty much forced to get those OP things in. And they farm it, a month passes, they are finally done farming it, and now they can be OP again, okay? And Blizzard just fixes it. And Blizzard, when they fix these things, they don't fix it. They massively overcorrect. They make it from an amazing overpowered ability, not to a decent good ability, but they completely nerf it to the ground. They make it unusable. They make it absolute garbage. And this is what's currently also happening to a degree in Diablo 4 currently. Blizzard is saying that, oh, we literally have no idea how to balance it, so we're just going to cut these numbers in half. And a lot of specs, a lot of classes are getting just tossed out the window because there is no balance in the game. And that's pissing people off a lot. Again, I don't want to touch my Necromancer because suddenly, my playstyle is literally invalidated because my summons just instantaneously get yeeted and deleted. Things that people complain about the game at the beta versions of the game and so on. And well, my character literally dies of anything now that jumps on me, which is also beyond stupid. Okay, previously I was immortal. If you have seen these videos, you know that I talk about it quite often. That my Necromancer, barely touchable, absolutely 100% close to immortal. Now I'm paper mache, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do, because I'm not reverting world tiers. There are people like that. I will roll a new character or stop playing the game rather than just lowering the world tier. I know it sounds insane for some of you, but it's true, and there's a lot of people like me.
I don't want to change anything. That was really like demotivating for me. Because I was like, okay, well, it seems like they do want to change things, but not in the near future, right? They want to change things 4 months from now. So this has changed that a lot. This is great. If they can make changes like this, that's very, very good. So I'm pretty hopeful with a lot of this and the fact that they will bring things up to par. And I think it's a good thing a good sign for Diablo 4. Necro got buffed to core and basic abilities that aren't Bone Spare, so that'll hopefully make some more builds usable that isn't just Bone Spare. There is also a mini build that like Crypt, Rise, Gassy, etc. playing, but maybe they're gonna try to move towards Necro being like more than a 2-trick pony. Rogue.
People are slowly, by the way, understanding for Necromancer that you can actually play Blood Wave, and it's pretty good if you build it around correctly. I talked about this a little bit, but now I actually saw a video yesterday about people actually playing the Blood Wave build, and it being really good.
Mostly got some tiny increases. Rogue was obviously in a very, very good spot. Honestly, Rogue is probably the most balanced class already, so it didn't obviously need as much stuff as everything else. Like, that's what I play the most. I have like 104 hours.
Sure, just one-shot the boss in an instant.
As much as the other ones anyway. There are some really nice quality of life, like the lucky hit chance to get a Dark Shroud is now 60% at the max. That's really, really nice. And escape artist cooldown down to 45 seconds. So there are really good things still, but
nice.
Not as much as the other ones. Sork has gotten buffs to almost every non-Arclash basic ability and Incinerate buffs. Maybe this is enough for Comparion finally to go Incinerate. Obviously, it's still a channel skill, so a lot of people won't like it still, but yeah, a lot of buffs here. There are buffs.
I think there's gonna be some kind of overpowered, insane channeling thing coming up soon. Because there is that legendary that increases damage by literally 30% for standing still, which is perfect for channeling, by the way. So yeah, that's an interesting thing.
Buffs to core skills as well. Lightning Spear gets a big buff, and there's a lot of aspect buffs for Sork as well. So every class gets a lot of good things there. I know a lot of people are actually expecting nerfs, especially for Barb, and there's not really any nerfs here. It's mostly good things. I thought it was unexpected. People kept asking me like, what are you hoping for the patch? And I was like, honestly, a little
Not
bit
much,
jaded
probably.
after hearing the fact that they were like, oh, well, season 1 is done, we're not going to change anything. So I was like, well, what are they going to do in this patch then? I was expecting some performance fixes. So this is great. Made me have a lot more positive outlook on the game with the fact that they can do things like this. And especially the Nightmare Dungeons changes and the teleport fix, everything like that actually being done already. That's
Yeah, the teleporting thing is kind of big. But my druid is not level 50 yet, so, you know. Again,
great.
not playing
Looking forward to jumping on
the
and
Necro.
testing it out. Let me know how you guys feel about the changes. Was there anything really big missing that you were hoping to see? Is there anything you were really surprised but are positively happy to see, etc.? Either way, thanks for watching.
Also, in general, I think that defensiveness has gotten nerfed all around, especially in the early levels. It feels a little bit that I'm taking a lot of damage even in the early levels now. I don't know, I kind of like it, but again, I'm not trusting Blizzard on any balance changes. You know, in Path of Exile, you need enough defensives to survive, and then you don't have to worry too much about dying. In Diablo, I think it would be perfect if Diablo had a similar system, but in Diablo the problem is, well, you can't really actually make your gear, like, comparable for defense while leveling. Your best items, like, while you're leveling and not actually, like, building your build, just, you know, doing random things that you get lucky enough to get, feels kind of bad, not gonna lie. And I don't think it's possible to add actual survivability to those points into the game because it's just too random. There is no way you're getting the right stats to actually become tanky enough if, you know, things can actually kill you in the early game. I think that's going to be a problem.
Sub if you like the video, but more importantly, try to die less than I do.
Giga Chad. Anyway, this was Quizzer and thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye!